Empires usually expand through war, through conquest, through burning cities and fallen fortresses. But one powerful Turkish beylik did something unthinkable. It gave away its own capital as a wedding gift. Yes, a ruling dynasty handed 𝐇𝐢𝐬𝐭𝐨𝐫𝐢𝐜𝐚𝐥 its heart and throne as dowry to the Ottomans. No siege, no invasion, just a royal marriage, and half a kingdom changed hands. This is the extraordinary story of how the Germiyanids did not fall to the Ottoman Empire. They slowly merged into it, beginning with a single dowry that reshaped Anatolia forever. In the early 14th century, Anatolia was not united. It was divided into many Turkish principalities called beyliks. Each beylik fought for survival. Each ruler dreamed of becoming the next great power. Among them stood one of the strongest, the Germiyanids. The Germiyanids were a powerful Turkmen dynasty. They came from Oghuz Turkic nomadic tribes. After the Mongols crushed the Seljuks at the Battle of 𝐸𝐸 in 1243, Germiyan tribes migrated west and settled around 𝐇𝐢𝐬𝐭𝐨𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐿. By around 1283, they attempted to declare independence when the Seljuk Sultan 𝐇𝐢𝐬𝐭𝐨𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐿 III was executed by the Mongols. Following years of struggle with Mongol Seljuk forces, they became fully independent by around 1290. Their state formally rose around 1300 under Yaqub I, who turned Germiyan into a major power in western Anatolia. Their beylik officially rose around the year 1300. Their capital was strong. Their army was feared. Their founder, Yaqub I, was considered one of the most powerful rulers of western Anatolia. Even Byzantines reportedly paid him tribute. But their story was not just about strength. It was about survival in a region full of rivals: Karamanids, Aydunids, Byzantines, and the fast-rising Ottomans. At first, Germiyanids and Ottomans were not friends. There was tension, rivalry, occasional hostility. Yet history would soon push them toward a different path. After the death of Yaqub I, his Mehmed ruled the beylik and fought on frontier with Catalans. After the death of Mehmed in 1361, son of the Mehmed, Süleyman Shah initially ruled peacefully. By the late 14th century, the Germiyan ruler Süleyman Shah faced a serious problem. The Karamanids were expanding. Threats were coming from the south. Pressure was growing. He needed protection. And the strongest rising power in Anatolia was now the Ottomans, under Sultan Murad I. So Süleyman Shah made a bold political move. He offered his daughter, Devlet Shah Hatun, in marriage to the Ottoman prince Bayezid. This was not just a wedding. It was diplomacy. Murad I accepted happily, because marriage meant influence, and influence meant expansion without war. In 1381, the marriage took place, but the real shock came with the dowry. Süleyman Shah gave away major Germiyan lands as a wedding gift. Even 𝐇𝐢𝐬𝐭𝐨𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐿, his own capital, was handed to the Ottomans, along with Simav, Erigos, and Tafshanlı. It was a massive territorial transfer, without a single battle. After the wedding, Prince Bayezid became governor of 𝐇𝐢𝐬𝐭𝐨𝐫𝐢𝐬𝐿, and Süleyman Shah was forced to move to the smaller town of Kula. The strongest Germiyan ruler had just given away his heartland. This was the beginning of the merger. But it was not yet complete. In 1387, Süleyman Shah died. His son Yaqub II inherited a weakened beylik. Much of its territory was already under Ottoman control due to the marriage alliance. Yaqub II was not satisfied. He wanted his lands back. When Sultan Murad I died in 1389 and Bayezid became sultan, Yaqub saw an opportunity. He allied with the Karamanids. He tried to reclaim lost Germiyan territories. This was open defiance. Bayezid I, known as Yıldırım, the Thunderbolt, responded quickly. In 1390, he invaded Germiyan lands. Yaqub II was captured and imprisoned. The entire Germiyan beylik was annexed by the Ottomans. For a moment, Germiyan independence ended by force. But history had another twist waiting. Yaqub II managed to escape prison years later. He fled and sought help from Timour, the Central Asian conqueror. Timour was already planning to challenge Bayezid I. At the famous Battle of Ankara in 1402, Timour defeated the Ottomans. Yaqub II fought on Timour's side, and after victory, Timour restored the Germiyan lands back to Yaqub II. The Beylic was independent once again, but this independence was fragile. It depended on larger empires and shifting alliances. After 1402, the Ottoman Empire entered a civil war among Bayezid's sons. This period is known as the Ottoman interregnum. Yaqub II played clever politics. He supported Mehmed Çelebi, who later became Sultan Mehmed I. This alliance temporarily strengthened Germiyan's position. But new threats emerged again. The Karamanids captured Kütahya in 1411. Yaqub lost control once more. Soon after, Ottoman Sultan Mehmed I defeated the Karamanids. And in 1414, he restored Yaqub II as ruler. But now, Germiyan was no longer truly independent. It was effectively an Ottoman vassal. Yaqub ruled, but under Ottoman shadow. He even supported Ottoman campaigns against rival Beylics. The balance of power was clear. The Ottomans were dominant. Germiyan survived only through diplomacy. By the late 1420s, Yaqub II was old, and he had no male heirs. This created a dangerous question. Who would inherit Germiyan after his death? If the lands went to relatives, internal conflicts could erupt. If left divided, rival Beylics might invade. Yaqub made a remarkable decision. In 1428, he traveled to Bursa. He visited the tombs of Osman I and Orhan Gazi, founders of the Ottoman dynasty. Then he went to Edirne. There, he met Sultan Murad II in a grand ceremony, and he formally declared his will. He left all Germiyan lands to the Ottoman Sultan. It was not conquest. It was a political inheritance. Shortly after returning home, Yaqub II fell ill. In January 1429, he died, and with his death, the Germiyan Beylic officially became part of the Ottoman Empire. The Germiyanids did not collapse suddenly. They gradually lost strength. Rivals pressured them. Ottomans grew stronger. Marriage alliances reduced their territory. Military defeats weakened their independence. But instead of endless war, their rulers chose diplomacy. Marriage created alliance. Restoration created dependence. And the final will created peaceful annexation. It was a slow merger, spread across nearly 50 years. Subscribe to Historical TV, because sometimes the greatest expansions in history do not happen on the battlefield, but at the negotiation table.